What's going on, y'all? You know who it is? It's your boy Meek here. You know I'm breaking bread. This episode is gonna be about what do you feel is important in a relationship. And I'm actually kind of happy that I got this guest to my right because this girl is like a hermit. Like you know what I'm saying? She's like a lunar eclipse. Like you barely see her. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself first.
Hi guys, I'm Antonica. I live here too. So
I don't know your social media. You want to follow
me,
you or anything?
follow me on Instagram, it's me BB, and yeah, on Facebook it's just Antonica Amanda. So
There you go. You got this guy over here with the Go Power Rangers.
Introduce
Introduce yourself, brother.
Uh, name's Sayer. You can follow me on Instagram at 2CloutSosa. And
yeah,
Well, I mean, you already know who I am, so I ain't really introduced myself. This is my shit, Breaking Bread. You know, got me a new little backdrop, just trying to like switch it up a little bit with the lights. So, you know, more stuff coming, you know, more upgrades because I'm trying little by little. I'm working on the logo right now, so you're probably gonna get the logo stamped all over here. So, you know, we trying to do what we gotta do. But since you seem like, you know, you were eager to talk about this, what do you feel is important in a relationship?
Okay, so the first thing that I think is really important in a relationship is communication. Because without it, it can lead to a lot of problems or miscommunication, which you don't want because that just leads to more problems. So
Okay.
I think that's pretty important.
So what about you?
just being loyal, you know,
Yeah.
always, just like Antonica said, communication is key to everything, you know. Texting, even if you're like with your boys playing the game, bro, it's you got a pause button. You know what I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
you know, girl come first. You gotta come first. You know?
That's a fact. Alright, my bad. I had to move it so you can see me. But to me, personally, it's like I agree with you. You know, loyalty is big with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if, and I don't mean loyal. I mean loyal in the sense of not just being loyal to the person. I mean loyal in the sense of being there for them. You know, having that back, picking them up when they're down. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there is real big with me. You know, me especially being a Pisces, like I'm like real big on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm fucking up and you know I'm fucking up, put a nigga on. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, you know what I mean? You messing up right now. You know maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Don't just sit there and just watch me fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But I have a lot of questions. So what do you think the second most? Cause we're gonna do 5 things.
5 things.
So what do you think the second thing? So what you said is gonna be number one, right?
Yeah, communication.
Okay, what do you think is two?
Trust in a relationship because I feel like that can cause a lot of problems too. Because if someone's gonna keep like badgering you about something or accusing you of stuff, and they don't ever believe a word that comes out of your mouth, it's never gonna be resolved. It's always gonna be something that could.
What's your second thing?
For me, I feel like you know it's comforting. I like to comfort one another, to always make sure they're good.
So loyalty,
asking like how their day was.
Respect.
Trust. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Well, me, I would say affection because you know I am a very affectionate person. You know, because Pisces, you know, Pisces are very emotional creatures, and you know we like attention and we like affection. Like I'm big on that shit. Like I'm not talking about like annoying the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, I'm coming in from work, hey babe, or you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm playing the game, sit between my legs and just, you know, text on your phone while I'm playing the game. You know, it's the little things. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on that. Like I'm not talking about I'm at work and then fucking you just pop up on some crazy psycho shit. I'm not talking about affection like that. But you know, it's various definitions of affection, but I'm big on that, man. 'Cause I feel like affection is one of the most important things to keep it strong because it's like, you know, for example, you know, if you come home from work, you know, you want to be happy to come home to your boyfriend or to come home to your girlfriend or your husband or your wife, you know what I'm saying? And the only way that can happen is through affection. You know what I'm saying? Oh, babe, how was your day at work? Yo, this dude at work, da da da. Or babe, how was your day at work? Yeah, this lady, stuff like that. Just show that you care. So that's my two. So we'll go number three with you.
I'd say being accepting of one another because there's
that is
there's like people who be in relationships maybe like I don't know, maybe for the wrong reasons or whatever, but like if they're not accepting of like their personality or the traits or like for who they are, they're constantly trying to change them or something. That's not love right there. They're not accepted of you from the jump. So I think that's important too.
There's this one particular person, you know who you are. When you watch this video, you're going to agree with what she just said 100%. You know who you are already. I ain't going to say your name. But we going to go to you.
I would say respecting one another. Just don't be like blowing up in each other's face. Like when you get into an argument and shit, don't, there's a time to yell and, probably curse and stuff, but like, you gotta be like, I just feel like, not saying that people are childish or anything, but when you argue, you gotta take it to an adult level. Like, don't just get up in someone's face and start pointing fingers and just throwing shit, just always respect them.
Well, my third thing is intimacy. Because I, like intimate stuff, and I don't mean just, just take up the clothes and just, fucking. I mean, foreplay, candlelit dinners, stuff like that. So surprise gifts, lingerie, shit like that. Because it's like, I'm not saying fuck every day, but it's just like, smart. I mean, nothing wrong with that with some people, but I just feel on a personal level, if you do that every single day, like, if you're a weak-minded person, you'll get tired of just banging that one person, and then you'll venture off to other people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it comes with the affection aspect as well. Like, if you guys, I'm talking about in the sense of just, pulling off your clothes and just ramming type shit. Yeah. Like, if you're just doing that every day, like, after a while, you know what I'm saying? That it's gonna be on some, damn, man. Like, can we do something different?
Or like a nice cuddle.
Yeah, a nice cuddle. So, intimacy, like you said, cuddling, lingerie, candlelit dinners, walks on the beach, shit like that. You know what I mean? I personally like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I just feel like I personally have to get in touch with a female on an intimate and an affectionate level, because if you're affectionate with a person, they're actually willing to show you who they are more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I personally feel about that. But we're going to go to number 4.
It's really good. I can't think of anything because I agree with like all of you.
Yeah.
I guess building in like actual friendship with the person that you're in a relationship with.
Yes, that's like, a good one.
That person has to not only be like your lover and stuff like that, but also like your best friend, somebody that you can go to and talk to about everything. Like, you don't feel like you have to hold anything back and stuff like that.
Or dating your best friend is like...
That's probably like long-lasting relationships.
Do you think that it's actually possible in this day and age to date your best friend?
I don't know. Because I feel like this day and age, they just care too much about like sex.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's... I mean, I agree with you on that, but I actually agree with you 100%, but that shit is like rare.
It is rare.
To date your best friend?
Yeah.
I mean, you get to know people over time, and then they can become your best friend like that. I mean...
So you think you can transition from being best friends, I'm talking about telling him everything, he's telling you everything, to being boyfriend and girlfriend? Oh, because the reason why I'm asking that is because, do you still tell him everything once you guys are together? Because I'm gonna give you an example. Like, you being friends, you could be like, yo, this guy was trying to holler at me at the job, this and that, funny little dude. versus being together. Yeah, babe, you know this guy be hitting on me at the job. You know, like
True. They're gonna be like,
fuck.
the fuck?
Yeah, like,
Why didn't you say anything then?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he was entertaining
Yeah.
it. Understandable. That aspect. That makes
You know what I'm
sense.
saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like when you say in that aspect, I follow this movie. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's called Friends with Benefits.
Oh,
With Justin Timberlake and
yeah.
Mila Kunis. Now that right there is some real shit. You know what I'm saying? They started off just, being bang buddies, but they also developed a relationship at the end.
Yeah.
Now, if it happens like that, you know what I'm saying? Then that's cool. But, what was that movie? What, 2011? That was like fucking almost 10 years ago. You know what I mean? But, yeah. What about you, number 4?
Yeah, it's hard to come up with this shit. I don't know. I'll say like a connection, like just like being best friends and stuff. Like, I feel like if you find someone with the right connection, shit won't go too south. Like it'll be steady. Like you know the ups and downs, the rights from wrongs, how to like calm one another down or like not fucking push buttons and I think a good connection, being on like the same page is also great communication, which that pretty much falls into.
Yeah.
Connection.
Pause for the cause. This is live, by the way. Yo, I'm doing my podcast. Let me call you back. All right. Sorry, people. But my phone is I'm just like, damn, like right on my thigh. But number 4 for me would be like you said, communication. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably like, why is it so low? But this is just my personal top 5. But communication is key. Because it's like the reason why I feel it's so hard to communicate in this day and age, because it's like you have to learn how to have a filter sometimes in what you say to protect the person that you're with, or figure out how to say it properly without, stepping on toes. And I feel like a lot of people in relationships have a hard time doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like in their head, they're like, well, I just only said such and such. But in the person you saying it to head, it's like, yo, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So they might take it the wrong way. So it's like, I feel like you have to know the person that you're with so you can know how to talk to them. Because it's easy to just, have a simple conversation. But, when it comes down to the core stuff about how you personally feel about a situation or what's going on, you have to word your words correctly, before just blurting out what you really want to say, because it's like you got to think the person may not take it that way. You may say it in the sense of, not trying to be mean, but they're taking it that way because of their personality and who they are. You know what I mean? So communication is very, very hard. That's why it's all the way at the bottom for me, because that's kind of, sort of, what's my problem in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, not fully, but, somewhat. So, yeah, that's my 4th. So, we're going to go for the last Larry's. Number 5.
I would say, because this is, like, very important for me, too, like, maybe boundaries. Like, when it's, like, when you're doing, like, too much. Like, I guess it can almost tie into, like, trust, too. Like, when are you doing too much? Like, I know people who've been in relationships that, like, track everything that their significant other is doing. Or, like...
tracking? What do you mean, like a GPS?
They be doing that nowadays. iPhones got
Girl,
that type of thing.
You be
But,
doing
like...
Find my iPhone.
Yeah, they be doing, like... Find
they
my
got
iPhone
GPS on iPhone that you could track with?
You could... There's ways. There's...
Yikes.
Yeah.
Damn.
But, like...
So, literally, like, if your boyfriend has an iPhone, you can track where he's at.
Basically, yeah. The iPhones be coming up with crazy stuff.
Damn, son. All right.
They be coming up with crazy stuff.
Just delete your info when you do it.
Delete info.
Like, just giving, like, your significant other, like, space sometimes. Like, not always... Like, you have to have some sort of trust and not worrying about and, like, figuring out where their whereabouts are. Like, if you're contacting their friends or their mothers or their families and stuff like that. Like, sometimes you just need to chill, trust them. Let them have their space sometimes. You can't be around them 24/7 and such. So
Sound like you've been through that.
no,
Cause she got that shit down pat.
no.
Alright, what about you?
It's also a boundary.
Boundaries.
Like, even like joking around and stuff, like you gotta know your limits to,
Yeah.
not say anything to offend the other person, or just constantly texting and just we need to sleep sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Hearing the Go Power Ranger gets annoying.
Yeah.
I like to change that shit.
Like damn, like let me answer the first
Yo,
one.
you heard it. It went off like 3 times.
I'm like, damn, son.
Oh,
But
man.
the last one for me, I would say would be love. Because I feel like you have to develop all 4 of those things to get real love. I'm not talking about infatuation. You see him, she sees you, oh, he look good, oh, she looks good. Anybody can look good. You know what I'm saying? Love is the last one for me because it's like it's very, very hard to actually sincerely love somebody in this day and age. And I mean like love them to the point where when you're not around them, you're just like, damn, what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? You at work, you're like, let me just send my baby, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, I miss you text. Or as soon as you walk in the door, you just, kissing them. Laying down on the bed, cuddling, watching a movie on Hub, watching anime. You know what I'm saying?
Why you put me on blast?
Ain't no real anime now because my little brother like anime too, so. But, yeah, that's the last thing for me, love. You know what I mean? Because like I said, in my personal opinion, you have to have all 4 of those things to actually have real love. And I feel like, a lot of people in this day and age are just infatuated with how a person looks and they're just comfortable. And it's like, I feel like, if you're comfortable with somebody, that's sour, Because it's like in a sense of you're so used to being around them, you're accepting anything that happens, and that's not real love. You know what I'm saying? That's not real love at all, But I mean, it is what it is. So before we sign off, what is the number one thing that you hate? Number one that you hate in a relationship. I'm gonna go with you first.
I think that's hard because thinking about important things that we don't like in relationships. You might have to skip me for a second.
Alright, we're gonna go to you. What's your number one thing?
My number one thing is, in all honesty, like I hate it the most. Share the blanket.
You serious?
But like if I'm in a relationship,
that's the number one thing. Nigga said share the blanket.
Yeah, bro, you go to sleep and the blanket's gone.
Can you come a little closer?
Keep moving.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all can see his face clearly, females. Say that shit again. I don't think they seen you.
Share the blanket.
Like he turned his head. Share the blanket. Are you fucking kidding me?
Nah, I don't know. The main thing I don't like is probably like just like I said with the boundaries, saying shit that like could hurt someone. Mm-hmm. Throwing things like if you made a mistake and that person keeps throwing it in your face, like that shit hurts. Like no lie.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I agree with you.
Bro, because like you fucked up, and it's like you gotta just deal with that. Like, how can you say you love this person when you did something to hurt them, and then they just keep throwing it in your face? Like that shit, it sucks. But yeah, boundaries.
That's number 2. You know who you are watching. I know you like what he said. You know who you are already. I ain't gonna say a name. But now we're going to you now.
I guess like double standards in a relationship. Like,
okay, what do you mean by that?
I don't know. It's hard to explain because there could be like so much.
Like you mean double standards in the sense of that person can do what you can't do, kind of thing?
Oh, that. Yeah.
Like being a hypocrite.
Like a hypocrite inside
a
relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. With me, I have a lot, but like my number one thing, like I have a lot. I'm just being honest. My number one thing, I would say, would be that I hate. Damn, I have so much things. It's hard to narrow that shit down. I'm gonna say Number one thing is lack of affection. Like, 'cause like I said, I'm a Pisces, so I'm a very affectionate being, and it's like I like to annoy my girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when she's mad and I know if I, tickle her or, give her a wet willy, dumb shit like that, I'll pour water on her, she'll be mad in the beginning, but then, she'll laugh in the back of her mind, like, look what this guy is going through just to put a smile on my face. So I'm really like, big on affection. Like, I honestly feel like, if you don't have affection, you don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really like big on that shit, man. Like I said, I'm not talking about just banging in the bed, just basically knowing what to do without your partner telling you. Like, if your partner's having a bad day at work, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, he or she's having a bad day at work, I know they like when I make this certain dinner or I do this certain thing. Let me do this to put a smile on their face. And even though they may still have a angry expression on their face, in the back of their mind, their heart, they're gonna be like, damn, this person did this for me. No, this is my favorite thing. No, I was having a bad day at work, etc., etc. So, that's number one with me. I love affection. Not too much, not the overwhelming affection. Just the when the time is right. And if you know your partner, you know when the time is right and when the time is not right. You know what I'm saying? If you know your partner. But I just want to thank my guests, especially this one, because like I said, she's a hermit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I actually spoke to her and she said she was gonna do it, I thought I was having a fucking heart attack. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? So thank you for doing that. I want to thank you too, bro. Fellow Pisces over here. So I want to thank you for taking the time to doing Breaking Bread. And also, to the people out there that's been following me, I appreciate y'all. And this is episode, what is this, 14?
I think it's
15, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So that means, wait, one more episode, 4 months. Yo, that's crazy. 4 fucking months I've been doing this shit. Damn.
Lit.
Lit. Remember this face, man. This face is going to be something famous. And you guys remember this face too, because you're going to be like, what's on Breaking Bread? But as always, spread love, not hate. Chase our dreams. We off this.
Subscribe.
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 Subscribe.